There was a man who had two sons. The younger one said to his father, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So the father divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son gathered all he had and left for a distant country. And there he wasted his wealth in wide living. After he had spent everything, a severe famine swept through that land, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him into the fields to feed pigs. He was so hungry that he longed to eat the food the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. Then he came to his senses and said, "How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare? And here I am, starving to death. I will go back to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion. He ran to his son, threw his arm around him, and kissed him. The son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and he is found.' So they began to celebrate. Meanwhile, the older son was out in the field. When he came near the house, he heard music and dancing. So he called one of his servants and asked what was going on. The servant replied, 'Your brother has come back home, and your father has killed the fattest calf because he has him back safe and sound.' The older brother became angry and refused to go in. So his father went out and pleaded with him. But he said, 'Look, all these years I have been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Yet you never gave me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, who has wasted your money on wild living, comes home, you kill the fattest calf for him.' The father said, 'My son, you are always with me and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is alive again. He was lost and he is found.' No matter how far we've run, God is still waiting with open arms. This story of the prodigal son reminds us that lost doesn't mean forgotten and broken doesn't mean unwanted. Come back home. The father is ready to celebrate you every single time. See you in my next video. Bye.